Hi, this is Ann from Duct Tape and Denim. Today I'm sharing some videos that we shot on our last trip to First Monday Trade Days in Canton, Texas. This was the June 2022 show. Stay with us till the end of this video and I'll show you what I bought on this trip. In case you're not familiar with First Monday Trade Days, let me give you a few facts. First Monday is advertised as the world's largest flea market with up to 7,500 vendors on 450 acres. The number of vendors varies throughout the year. A lot of them don't show up in the summer because it's just so hot. In fact, we're probably not even going to go this year in July because it's supposed to be about 103 degrees next weekend. First Monday happens every month and it actually starts on the Thursday before the first Monday. So that's a little confusing because that means sometimes there's 2 markets in one month and then none the next month. We've also made a couple of other videos at Canton, so I'll leave the links to them in the description. My favorite place to go is out in the fields on the east side. We usually park at the east gate, and parking did go up this year to $10, but there's no fee to get inside the market once you're parked. Out in the fields, you can find just about anything. One of my friends asked me what I was looking for that day, and I told her spindles. We sell spindles in our booth, and I was almost sold out at the time. Last month when I went to Canton, I didn't find any spindles anywhere. But this month I found a whole crock full on the first row, so I bought them all. The vendor even pulled out some out of a tote that he had back in the back. You've just got to buy stuff when you find it, because you don't know, next time you go it may not be there. I saw a lot of brass, but it was all out of my price range for resale. There are a few vendors who actually practice their art in their booth, so you can see how their items are made. I loved this vendor too. She has a booth full of vintage blow molds for almost every holiday. I don't know how many she sells in June, but if you see a vintage Christmas blow mold that you like in June, you better buy it. It's not going to be there in November. I took a picture of this old plant stand because I found one very similar to it a few months ago, but it was in much worse condition. Glenn just finished it and it is amazing. I'm going to share it in a video in a few weeks. I don't know the name of this vendor, but we thought his signs were great. He had a table of junk for sale, then another table of stuff that was half price, but his signs just kept getting better. He actually put his own picture on this last sign. I thought that was ingenious. Then there is row 46 with some permanent shops in it that are just like going to a huge shopping mall full of specialty boutiques with home decor, clothing, and antiques. I like window shopping here. There are always great displays on this row that I try to learn from. And since I'm always on the lookout for books for Lauren, I took some video inside one of the booths in Pavilion 1. She always has a lot of books for sale, a lot of really good old out-of-print books, but these were all priced too high for either of us to resell. Now for what I bought. Alright, it's now Monday morning, and I just did my Monday morning thrift haul over on Facebook. So if you don't follow us on Facebook, go over there. We try to do a live thrift store haul every Monday morning, or every Monday morning that we get to go thrifting or junking or anything. So just did that over there. But now I wanted to do one to add to the video about that we shot at Canton, because all this we got at the flea market in Canton. As you can tell, well, I did spend a little bit of money, but I didn't spend more than $4 on anything here. Most of the things were $1 or less. And I'll start with the first thing that I found was spindles. And this is funny because on the way there, I went with some friends who I had never been with before, and they said, well, what are you looking for? And I said, well, the main thing I'm looking for today is spindles, because we sell these in our booth just by themselves, and we only have like 2 or 3 left. They're very popular in our booth, and we're out. And I went last month to Canton and didn't see anybody that had them, so that's why I bought so many. Because you never know, you know, at the flea market, if you're gonna see anybody. Usually there's somebody there with spindles, but last month I couldn't find anybody. And I even went on Friday last time, and I went on Saturday this time. Most of them in the first booth, first vendor that I found, they were yellow. I've never sold yellow ones before, so we'll see how they do. So the first vendor had yellow and natural wood. He had 49 of them, and they were marked $1 a piece. And I said, well, if I buy all that you have, will you give me a deal on them? So he said, oh yeah, and I even have more in the back. So he went in the back and pulled out some more, and he charged me $35 for 49 spindles. So, and usually we see them at the flea market for $1. Now, this next lady that I bought from, she had these white ones that are mixed in here. And I like these because they have the square base, so that makes them good for like pedestals and things. It's easy to screw that into a piece of wood, and you can make a little candlestick or something, a little cake riser or whatever. She also said $1 a piece, and I asked her if she would do a deal if I bought them all, and she counted and she says, okay, if there's 12 of them, that'll be $12. So she didn't want a deal, but that's okay, because $1 a piece is okay with me, especially with the square bottoms, and they're white. So I know these will sell, and I know I can use them. I'm pretty sure these will sell. I mean, if they don't, we can always paint them, and we'll get the paint sprayer out and just, and that will be really quick. All right, so 35 plus 12, I spent $47 just on spindles, but I got a bunch of spindles. I got, how many is that, did I say? 60, I'm counting in my head now, 61 spindles, is that right? I think it is. So let's go to the next booth. There's a guy there that sells books, and they're all $1. So I bought this. It's the Book of Common Prayer. And I just bought that because I was reading another book last week that was talking about prayer, and it referenced the Book of Common Prayer, and I've never read it. So I've never seen a copy or anything, so I got it. It's like a Episcopal prayer book. So, yep, from the Episcopal Church. So this is not old. It's not antique or vintage or anything, but it was $1, so I bought that. I'll probably use it for a while, and I might go put it in my booth, because prayer books and Bibles do sell pretty well there in the booth. Okay, there were 2 booths after that we hit that each had a $1 table. So I got this brass basket for $1. The brass is really nice on this. Usually when I see brass out at the flea market, it's like, it has a lot of patina and stains and stuff on it, but this does not. So saving this for the fall in the booth, although I have had people tell me that I should be listing brass on eBay. I'm not sure if I'm ready to handle that, because I have a bunch of brass tucked away, but maybe I should be. Let me know in the comments if you think I should start listing brass on eBay. This I also got for $1. It was a little damp when I bought it because it had rained, but it dried out really good. It's also not vintage. It came from Pier 1, but little shelves and things like this sell pretty well in the booth, and I can use it for a riser and display. So mainly that'll be for display, but it'll also be for sale. It was $1. Next booth had some cute little baby shoes. Valerie found these and called me over, pointed them out. Okay, it says $5, but everything on this was on the dollar table, so I got them for $1. I'm gonna make some baby shoe Christmas angel ornaments, like baby shoes with angel wings on them. So I think I'm gonna do that with these too. What do y'all think? I got a black pair of Mary Jane's and this cute little pink pair. These, I really don't know if either pair are wearable because these are so aged. Like this, the lining is hard and cracked and curled up. I'm probably just gonna pull all the insides out. They did come from Neiman Marcus though. That's a pretty nice pair of shoes. Well worn. They're gonna become Christmas ornaments. Also from that booth, I saw these earrings, y'all. This is so unlike me to buy earrings. Now, these were on the original card still in packaging. So that's one reason that, you know, I felt better about buying them because they look like they had never been worn. But, you know, you can get used earrings at thrift stores and flea markets. Just make sure you clean the earring and clean the post really well with some alcohol or whatever before you wear them. Anyway, those so reminded me of the 80s in high school that I had to have, and I told my friends, I'm going to wear these to church tomorrow. And I did. I wore them to church yesterday. So, the last things I bought were these Francoma dishes. The vendor is a guy from Kansas. I can't remember his name. But I've bought stuff from him a lot. I go see his booth every time I'm there. I have really started liking Francoma. You've heard me say that, and you've seen that in my thrift hauls because I'm starting to pick it up. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this or sell it yet. These little cups, I was really excited about, and I thought, oh, these will be so nice for fall to drink some coffee out of. Although they're small for coffee for me, I'd have to drink like 3 cups of these. But then I noticed they're very crackly inside. They have a lot of crazing down in the bottom. So I'm probably not going to sell them because that's a lot of crackles in there. Can y'all see that? But on the other hand, what I might do with these is make those little fall floral arrangements like I did last year. I had some brown drip cups that had been in my booth for a long time, and I did little floral arrangements in them and sold them. So I might do that with these, and then just maybe hot glue the floral base down in there. So if somebody did want to use these as cups, I haven't destroyed them. So because they're in good shape except for the crazing down there. So that's a possibility with that. This does not have any cracks. I was kind of concerned at first because it had rained, and then, you know, being out in the dirt, it almost looked like it had cracks because the dirt was stuck to it in different ways. But once I washed it, there's no cracks, no chips, no crazing anywhere. And another nice thing about most Francoma is they give you a number. That's the mold number. So you can go to Google and type in Francoma and that number, and you'll be able to find what piece you have. So I was able to know that this is just called a divided bowl, 13 inches. So this is the 13-inch divided bowl. I love it. I paid $4 for it. This is the most expensive thing. And actually it was marked $7.50, but because I bought all 3 pieces together, he just gave me a price of $8 for all 3 of them together. So that's what happens when you revisit the same vendors over and over, kind of build a relationship with them because they know that you'll come back to get those deals. Plus, he probably didn't want to take all this stuff home. So that can be pretty heavy. Oh, I also wanted to show you some of our new products in our online shop. We have these printed by our print-on-demand printer, and because this is June, I'm doing this video in June, this is our design of the month. I'm going to try to do a different design every month, and it's 30% off. This comes in stickers. Oh, and let me show you, we're doing something new too. Posters. I haven't even opened it yet because I wanted you to see how the posters come. They're coming in a box like this. I'll leave you the link and the link to get 30% off and the coupon code to get 30% off. So it does come rolled up. You'll just have to lay it out and press it. But then you have a piece of art that you can frame. You can have some patriotic art to put in your little vignette. Or if you're a vendor, you can fill your frames that you're selling with some of our posters. All right, so there you go. That is my haul. I just want to tell y'all thank you for watching our videos, and please subscribe to our channel because we're going to do more of these through the year. We will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.